Hi everyone and welcome to DMC 4 Special Edition SSS rank walkthrough. This is mission 16 and we are still playing with Dante, sadly, and the requirements are as follows: 37 minutes, which is again a lot of time, and 10,650 in style, and as always 95% or more for an S rank in Orbs. Now we are back at the game board. Luckily we're not going to play, or sadly I should say, because that's the best part of the game. But we do have to fight the fish, and it's as annoying as it was before, and I don't like to fight it. And as you can see, I'm not really good at it. That's why I don't like, because I'm not good at it. Or maybe it's backwards, as I always said, you know. Because I don't like it, I'm bad at it. That's always something with me. So as you can see, I'm trying to hit them as they come from the ground, trying to get some kind of attack on them. Everything I do is cancelled out. Besides, of course, everything is filled with poison, so I have to kind of not get hit as much. I'm not doing a good job. And well, this reminds me of mission 6, so what I should say, right? It's like my least favorite part of the game. It's even worse at the fucking forest. So there we go. I'm actually going to do that. Oh, that was actually a really nice impact. Okay, so I should be good to go if I hurry up. In the next room we're gonna have a full room of flying swords, and you can skip it. Actually, I think you can skip it, right? Let me actually check that. Yeah, you can skip it, but I'm going to fight it because I said no skipping battles. So I'm not gonna skip any battle. And immediately I'm thinking if I actually skipped battles in the past. I might have, but the idea is to not skip battles. I knew this battle was skippable. And I actually will say that if you're confident in your that you can get over 10,000 points in this stage, it's actually not that long and have a lot of fights that are awkward, like this one. I will say don't even fight this room, because as you can see here, am I actually getting style? No, I'm not. So you know, you can actually skip it and continue with the level. And if you need extra points, you can always when you are exiting the castle, you can always go to some room and farm some battles. That's not wrong to farm battles, I just don't like to show it as much. And in this level I'm going to go to a side room and get into a battle, and it was actually not on purpose, but you're never going to believe me, but it's actually true. I totally, I don't know what I was thinking. In fact, I was just watching the video a few moments ago, and I saw that I went to that room that has a lot of enemies, and I think it's a giant, what is it called? The big black thing, the scarecrow, the giant scarecrow. I think that's the name. He has two of those, and I don't know if he has a blitz. I don't think he has a blitz, but that was a mistake, because I actually going to reach the points without having to go to that room. I don't know why I went to it. It's just like a blur, you know. This game is like a fucking blur at this point, because I just don't know. I played it so much that all the levels kind of mix up in my brain. Sometimes I just lose the way. But that was a mistake going into that room, but since I got it anyway, I mean the SSS, I decided to keep it, because that's what I always say. If I get it, I'll keep it, you know, because that's the objective, getting the SSS. So this room is actually the one that you might want to do well. However, I don't like the flying swords. I even like them less with Dante, because you can grab them. And see what I mean when the game is kind of jarring when you're playing with Dante? It's like, what is the point of having a flying swords that attack you and kind of follow you around when you can grab them and use them to counter-attack? Like, some enemies here were totally like created for Nero, and then when you have Dante in the game, they don't work. There's just a huge aspect of the enemies that they just don't work anymore. And it's kind of annoying. I still believe that Dante is something that shouldn't have been included in this game, or at the least it should have been sort of like an option, like the special edition, that you kind of have an option to play with Virgil and Lady and Trish. You should have an option, like maybe keep him as a boss fight, even though everyone hates that boss fight, including me. But you know, just if you want to play with Dante, just start with him. Start with from the beginning with Dante, like an option, you know. But leave the entire game to Nero. I really do feel that way, because it's not the fault of Dante. It's not that Dante is a bad character. In fact, it's all the contrary. It's really powerful. It's almost overpowered. But when you learn to use him, of course. But the thing is, it's not Dante's game. You know what I mean? It's like everything is grabbable here, and everything is so fun to use with the Buster, that when you get to Dante, it just feels like everything is slowed down, and suddenly it became a sharing difficulty, like Devil May Cry 3's Dante Must Die. I don't know. I don't like it. And it doesn't depend how good I am with Dante, whether I like it or I feel like Dante belongs here or not. It's a disconnect for me. It will always be a disconnect. Going from Nero to Dante at the middle of the game. That's kinda weird. So more of these fuckers, sorry for the language, but that's what they are. And sadly you have to farm these guys. You have to farm the previous fight and this one. I'm not gonna get... See, I just targeted another Bianco Angelo, and the thing is that if you fuck up the target and you have a bad camera angle when they're gonna shoot that ball, you're just not gonna get it. That's the truth. So almost 3,000 in style, and I need 10,650. So you could say I'm in a little bit of trouble. Oh, this is the part. Look at my health. This is really interesting. This is me, like, saying, okay, I'm dead, right? Because that's what I say, I'm dead. I'm never going to get that. In fact, I'm failing real impacts here. Look at the health. That's the poison damaging me. I'm about to die. And watch this. Health. That's a... Now I remember why I lived. Now I remember why I liked this video, because I was watching it from the beginning, like, to be honest, and I'm playing like shit, right? And now I remember why I liked it. This is the first time that I got a triple S, and that is probably one of the highlights of all my walkthroughs. That is totally random, because I had a C before that impact. So the game is totally random at that point. See, it's not sure that it's going to give you health. I was about to die, like seconds away from dying. I don't know. And now, of course, I'm just laughing my ass off and saying, what if I get it? You know? What if I get this? So I'm gonna continue. I always going to continue. It doesn't matter how fucked up it looks like. Right? How bad I am playing. If I get it, I'll get it. So yeah, so I've been watching some news, more opinions to give I saw the news about Final Fantasy VII going chapters, and it's kind of weird. It's weird. I don't know how that's gonna work. I hate Telltale games because of the chapters. If Telltale games were just a whole, graphic adventure, not released in parts, it would be cool. I mean, it depends on the fucking story, but it would be cool. But the thing with the chapters, it always annoys me, and that's why if I'm going to play some graphic adventure of Telltale, I'm going to wait until all 5 chapters release or something like that. And I hate the chapters, the releasing chapters. I hate it with Broken Age release only 1 chapter, and it almost went a full year without releasing the other one. Like, well, what the fucking point of that? But yeah, so what is going to happen with Final Fantasy VII Remake? Because believe me, I want to play it. See, and now let me interrupt me for a second. See, I'm going to go through this door because I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. Like, did I mistake this level for the Toad again or something like that? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck am I doing or going. But whatever. Yeah, this was not for farming. This was a mistake. And I even think I can leave. Yeah, because this is not this is optional. See, I don't know what the fuck am I doing. I don't know, maybe I was playing drunk. Sometimes I do that. So that could explain the gameplay, right? But no, that's not true. Yeah, the thing is, I want to play Final Fantasy VII Remake. After seeing the gameplay, I want to play that game as much as anyone who actually got the chance to play the original back then, when it released. And what are you gonna say? It's an awesome game, it's an awesome story, and it's so deep and complex, so much awesome shit to do. But that was my thought when I stated that I thought that Final Fantasy VII Remake was never going to be released, because how can they release a game so huge in an Unreal 4 engine? How can they do that? How long is it gonna take in development? And Square Enix just answered my question. They are actually going to release in chapters, because they said if they actually wait until it's fully developed, it's gonna take a long time, as I originally thought. And 2, they said they don't have the actual money to do it, so they're going to release some chapters first, so that with part of that money that those chapters make is going to finance the rest of the game. And I just have to wonder how many chapters are there going to be, because people is saying, okay, let's not panic, it's going to be 3 or 4 chapters, because there were like 3 or 4 CDs, right? I don't remember the original how many CDs it was. I think it was 4. It had to be 4, right? Because Final Fantasy VIII was 4, and Final Fantasy IX was 4. Yeah. Well, 3 or 4, guys. And people are saying, okay, 3 or 4 chapters, right? 1 chapter per CD, something like that. And let me tell you right now, no, that's totally not how it's going to work. It's going to be more than 3 or 4 chapters. It's going to be 10 fucking chapters or something like that. Like, I'm serious now. It's Unreal Engine 4, and at some point in Final Fantasy VII you can actually explore like full fucking continent of stuff to do, of places and weird shit and optional bosses and my god, I wouldn't even it will take the rest of this video just to outline everything that Final Fantasy's optional side quests have. And they even said, and this is worrying me, beyond the thing with the chapters, that I'm going to say right now that I'm going to buy Final Fantasy VII when it's finished, whenever that might be. Beyond that, what it worries me is that they said that they were going to extend the story, do more with the story that it was done before. Now what the fuck does that mean? Because that's a touchy subject for fans of Final Fantasy. I mean, what are you going to do? Are you going to include the movie storyline into the Final Fantasy VII game? If that is what you mean, then maybe it will be okay, I guess, because we get to fight Sephiroth again and stuff like that. Maybe, you know, if it's done right. But beyond that, what does it mean? Like exploring more of the story. I fear that they could fuck it up, like in some weird way, you know. The only thing that they have to do is just make the same game in the Unreal Engine 4, and that's on itself is a fucking incredible task. A huge, scary task. Don't promise more stuff, Square Enix. Please, just remake it. Just remake it and be done with it. You know? So, we are at Beryl. And I think I'm going to do pretty well at him. Let's see. Because I remember doing pretty shitty in the first mission. That was a good jump. That was a good jump as well. So I have almost 9,000 at this point. And I need 10,650. So I'm probably gonna get it. Of course I'm gonna get it, right? Because that's why you're watching the video. But I'm kinda doing the thinking that I had while I was fighting this enemy. Like, I'm probably going to get it. Like, that's what I was saying. This is probably, now that I think about it, this is probably the first take of this mission. Yeah, I don't think oh, I got hit there. Fucking asshole. I don't think I actually redid this stage because of I failed it, you know. I think this was the first one. That's why it's so sloppy, and I enter a different room and I play horrible. See? Yeah, this has to be the first take. Yeah. Yeah, the thing is, I don't remember well because I recorded all of this campaign a couple of weeks ago, and then I went full on crazy with the Old Hunters, the DLC of Bloodborne. And I got really into that, and I also recorded another thing that's a surprise that is coming. That's not fully recorded, of course. It's a long game, but I am recording it. And oh, by the way, guys, don't worry about Darksiders 2. It's gonna come back really soon. I just, you know, I somehow found myself among a lot of walkthroughs, and the one that suffered a little was Dark Souls? What? Darksiders 2. But don't worry, we're gonna finish that game. So it's gonna come back really soon. So, and now you see the final fuck up of this video. Yeah, all around fuck up. I go the other way. See this? I left it in because I didn't want to edit it and maybe it looked weird. See? At this point I said fucking shit. If I don't get the time for this stupid shit, I'm gonna get really angry. But no, I got it. I just went the other way. So thanks a lot for watching, guys, really, and for putting up with this gameplay, and we'll see each other in chapter 17. Take care.